I've met him once.
Met him once.
I know Michelle more than him.
What is there a truth about you and Michelle that we should know?
That is not.
Have you heard the whispers? They say Michelle Obama is on the brink of ending her marriage to former President Barack Obama, all because of a shocking rumor linking him to actress Jennifer Aniston. It sounds too wild to be true, yet the story has dominated social media and gossip circles with surprising force. People can't stop asking the big question: could one of the most admired couples on the planet really be headed for a split over a hidden Hollywood scandal? The rumors erupted like a lightning storm online, catching everyone off guard. Fans and critics alike found themselves tangled in the speculation, wondering how much of this buzz, if any, was grounded in reality. In today's video, we're digging into every angle of this sensational claim, tracing how it all started and...
I was a second-year associate at a law firm in Chicago. Winters in Chicago are deadly dreary. So the thought of leaving my family, who I love, and going to spend Christmas with the love of my life in Hawaii, I was like, sign me up.
Why the chatter won't go away. Strap in for a bizarre ride through social media murmurings, tabloid headlines, and the real lives behind the stories. It all began with a single post on social media. So often, that's where modern rumors are born. An anonymous user online claimed to have insider knowledge of a clandestine relationship between Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston. According to that post, a friend of Jennifer's reportedly spilled the secret at a private event, hinting that the beloved star was romantically linked to someone extremely high-profile. Before anyone could gather proof, the suggestion turned into a frenzy of speculation. At first, most observers laughed off the idea. After all, Barack Obama is one of the most recognizable figures on the planet, rarely out of the public eye, and Jennifer Aniston has her own history of high-profile relationships dissected in tabloids. Hiding an affair between two of the most talked-about people in the world seemed impossible. Yet the story didn't stop there. Instead, it sprouted wings as memes, reaction videos, and even amateur detective posts flooded the internet, searching for clues. What fueled the fire further was the backdrop of a separate rumor that Michelle and Barack Obama were facing marital tension. Some alleged that Michelle's travel schedule and occasional solo appearances were coded signals of a marriage under strain. When the Jennifer Aniston angle entered the mix, it was like igniting a powder keg. Suddenly, a purely speculative story took on a life of its own, shaping an entirely new narrative. Michelle had found out about the betrayal and was preparing to leave Barack Obama for good. Social media can turn even the unlikeliest rumor into a trending topic, and that's exactly what happened here. People flocked to sites like Twitter, now known as X, Reddit, and Instagram, firing off theories about how Jennifer could have possibly become involved with the former president. Some users launched into elaborate fanfiction, weaving comedic or dramatic storylines that made the rumor seem even more extravagant. Gradually, comments about the Obama
Fit for the climb, right? And one of the hardest things is like when you discover that, I mean, do you stop? Do you go back because there was one member that wasn't ready? Or do you keep climbing and sort of leave them where they are?
As crumbling marriage multiplied. Each new post repeated the unverified claims, amplifying them until those who followed the conversation found themselves wondering if the chatter might have a grain of truth. After all, when enough people repeat a story, no matter how baseless, it can take on a life of its own. Real-world details got twisted along the way. For example, any event Michelle Obama attended alone suddenly became proof of marital discord. If Jennifer Aniston was spotted with friends at a restaurant, some claimed she was having a discreet meeting with Barack. In this echo chamber, wild guesses and half-truths were repeated, so often they started sounding almost believable. The rumor then charged headlong into its most dramatic phase, Michelle Obama supposedly reaching her absolute limit and filing for divorce. The story painted a vivid picture that she felt blindsided, humiliated, and furious after discovering Barack's secret fling. Tabloid-like social media pages whipped up tales of Michelle calling high-powered lawyers, isolating herself from public view, and preparing for an explosive legal showdown. These claims went so far as to detail the kind of settlement Michelle might pursue. They speculated she would walk away with half of Barack Obama's assets, rivaling some of Hollywood's biggest divorce settlements. On top of that, rumor mongers insisted she canceled several public appearances to cope with the fallout. Some even said she was staging a quiet exit, determined to protect her daughters from the media onslaught. Yet behind this swirl of sensationalism, real evidence remained elusive. Anyone searching for actual legal documents or official statements came up empty-handed. Each time someone demanded proof, rumor peddlers countered that the paperwork was being sealed under strict confidentiality. Despite these shaky foundations, the online conversation barreled forward, fueled by the sheer excitement of imagining an epic drama unfolding behind the closed doors of America's former first family. Naturally, a wave of skeptics emerged to question every aspect of this bombshell. They pointed out that Michelle Obama has always been open about her relationship's ups and downs. In her memoir, she described how the presidency tested their bond, but also how she and Barack consistently worked through challenges together. For someone so candid about personal struggles, would she really hide a major betrayal or divorce plan? Moreover, the Obamas are constantly in the public eye. A legal filing of any magnitude, especially a divorce, would be nearly impossible to keep secret in the digital age. News outlets watch the Obamas closely, covering everything from their philanthropic work to their personal milestones. The fact that no reputable publication confirmed these rumors spoke volumes. Meanwhile, Jennifer Aniston's fans rose to her defense, pointing out how often she's been the target of tabloid gossip. From alleged pregnancies to invented relationships, she's dealt with an endless parade of invented stories. Many concluded that this rumored affair with Barack Obama was just another bizarre rumor to add to the list. Still, gossip-hungry tabloids saw a golden opportunity. A love triangle, real or not, between a former president, a hugely popular actress, and one of the most admired first ladies in U.S. history makes for irresistible headlines. Tabloid editors splashed sensational titles across social media, featuring melodramatic images, a scowling Michelle, a laughing Jennifer, and a serious Barack, arranged to imply hidden tensions. Simultaneously, the Obamas went about their usual routines. Michelle appeared at various events supporting education and health initiatives, smiling and engaging with audiences. Barack delivered speeches, participated in charitable causes, and posted his standard uplifting messages online. There was no sudden shift in their behavior, no cryptic references to heartbreak or betrayal. Likewise, Jennifer Aniston continued filming projects, making promotional appearances.
From being together, although we were still stressing about the results of the election and people were in a way, there was a certain
appearances and chatting about her career in interviews. Whenever the rumor popped up, she addressed it with exasperated humor, reminding everyone that baseless stories have haunted her for decades. In many ways, the real-world evidence pointed to normalcy, not scandal. But logic rarely stops a runaway rumor, especially when that rumor has star power behind it. In the midst of all this speculation, side rumors emerged to further complicate the story. One claimed that Michelle met with high-powered divorce attorneys in Washington, D.C. Another insisted Barack's office staff overheard an epic shouting match between him and Michelle. A third suggested Jennifer tried reaching out to Michelle in a heartfelt gesture of explanation, but got completely shut down. None of these angles came with solid proof. They circulated through vague sources, secondhand accounts, and statements like, "Someone close to the family said," without any tangible evidence. Skeptics remained unconvinced. Yet the rumor refused to die, growing each time someone reposted or embellished it. Some fans argued that Michelle's silence was indicative of deeper issues, that she might be hiding heartbreak for the sake of her daughters or her public persona. Others insisted her lack of response was exactly the opposite. She simply had no intention of fueling a rumor about something that never happened. And so the debate raged on, fueled by every new nugget of hearsay. Looking at the Obamas and Jennifer Aniston through an everyday lens, you'd see three public figures who remain quite busy with their own pursuits. Michelle continues to champion healthy living, girls' education, and voter registration drives, often traveling to speak at forums and conferences. Barack has spent time writing, partnering with nonprofits, and making occasional media appearances to discuss policy and leadership. Jennifer Aniston is busy acting, producing, and sometimes popping up in comedic bits with fellow celebrities. The rumors narrative, meanwhile, depicts a clandestine meltdown. It suggests that while Michelle is smiling in public, she's privately preparing to dismantle her marriage. It envisions Barack grappling with guilt behind closed doors. It imagines Jennifer living with the shame of being labeled an other woman. Fans who look at Michelle's uplifting Instagram posts and Barack's calm speeches sometimes wonder, could they be hiding something colossal, or is it all a figment of the internet's imagination? With no video evidence, no leaked documents, and no insider statement that can be authenticated, many remain skeptical. Legitimate news outlets haven't chased this story because they haven't uncovered anything tangible. Political gossip watchers note that a divorce of this magnitude would spark intense coverage from every major network. None of that happened, hinting that the rumor sits firmly in the realm of tabloid-style fiction. Ultimately, these rumors about Michelle Obama filing for divorce because of Barack's alleged affair with Jennifer Aniston appear to be nothing more than internet folklore, a flashy headline with no foundation in reality. It's a story that merges Hollywood celebrity culture with a renowned political family, generating clicks and conversation simply because it's so sensational. And in our current media landscape, sensational sells. Yet the rumor's staying power also reveals a broader trend. We live in a world where a single anonymous post can spark a massive chain reaction, overshadowing real events and overshadowing the actual work these public figures are doing. Even a quick denial or a clarification can be twisted into proof of a deeper cover-up in the eyes of those determined to believe. The Obamas seem content to let the chatter die on its own rather than pour fuel on the fire by addressing it directly, and Jennifer Aniston has mostly responded with lighthearted dismissal. So, why does this story refuse to vanish? Perhaps it's because we're fascinated by the idea that an iconic and seemingly stable couple could be undone by Hollywood intrigue. Perhaps it's the contrast between Michelle's strong public persona and the notion of heartbreak lurking beneath the surface. Or maybe it's simply because the internet thrives on surprising, dramatic tales that spark endless speculation. In any case, for now, Michelle Obama remains very much by Barack's side. Jennifer Aniston continues her successful career, and the rumored divorce filing remains an unsubstantiated piece of clickbait. But in a culture that adores drama, even the faintest smoke can keep a fire going. Only time and the public's waning attention will truly lay this rumor to rest. And that's where we'll leave it. No official documents, no confirmed confessions, and no substantial evidence have ever surfaced to back up the claims. Instead, we're left with a modern cautionary tale. Rumors can be as resilient as they are baseless, especially when they promise to peel back the curtain on the private lives of famous figures. Until something concrete emerges, if it ever does, this story will remain nothing more than a captivating ghost haunting the tabloids and gossip streams. If there's one thing we can learn from it, it's to question where our information comes from and remember that even the biggest, most dramatic headlines can be built on shaky ground. Feel free to comment your thoughts below. Are you convinced there's nothing to this story? Or do you believe that where there's smoke, there's fire? Let us know, and thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the most surprising rumors lighting up your feeds. Until next time, stay curious, and remember that not everything you hear online is as it seems.